and welcome to the debut of Whoosh on YouTube. Whoosh started as a running blog around 2015, went on a little hiatus in 2017, and has come back here in 2023. So my name is Louie. I'd like to welcome you in. I co-host a podcast called The Comic Council with my friends Van and Zach. Check us out on Spotify at The Comic Council. You'll enjoy those episodes, but for this episode, I thought what better way to debut on YouTube than to show appreciation for the comic-related gifts I received for Christmas. So let's start off with the gifts I received from my co-host, Zach. He gave me a gift card to a local comic store called Comically Speaking in Reading, Mass. Really excited to plan a trip out there with him for that. I think it's going to be great. They always have a good selection of books, and I'm excited to go be able to buy some books that don't actually cost me any money out of pocket. So thanks, Zach, for that. But in addition to that gift card, he also gifted me some comic books that some of them were duplicates and some of them he picked out. So let's start with some of the duplicates. Vigilante number 2, which is the number 2 in the first ongoing Vigilante series. Pretty excited for that. We've got a couple of Iron Mans in here as well. Very excited to give these a read because most of my reading actually is done digitally nowadays. So I'm excited to pick up a comic book and kind of flip through them again. And we've got some Hulks in this pile as well. So I think these will be great to go back and read. And I'm super excited to go in and actually read them. So I love Iron Man, love reading some Hulk stories. So it'll be interesting for sure. Now, he did pick out a couple of books specifically for me. And one of them is The Amazing Spider-Man number 37, which has this variant cover which helps celebrate the 100 years of Disney, since they now own Marvel and Star Wars. My family is a big Disney fan because my wife was a big Disney fan beforehand. So this cover is amazing, and it's great because we have Mickey as Captain America, Daisy as Wolverine, Goofy as Spider-Man, Pluto as the Hulk, Minnie as Iron Man, and Donald as Cyclops, which is pretty great. And this is Amazing Spider-Man 37 from the current run. And I'm really excited. I think it's a great cover, and I'm super pumped to have this one. And then this cover I'm probably the most excited for, so you might see me get a little extra excited on it. And it's this one. It is Boom Studios' Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 1. It's a variant cover which features Tommy Oliver with the Sword of Darkness, which is what helps Rita control him in the show. And I think it's an amazing cover. I had never seen it before, so when Zach gifted it to me, I was beyond excited about it. So super excited. This is a Rebecca Isaacs variant, so I think that's amazing. This will probably get graded sooner than later. I know it might not carry a lot of value like resale wise for that, but when I put a book on display, I really like to have it graded. With most of my other books on display, they're all graded, so I will probably invest the $20-something ish plus shipping to get this graded, so when I put it out, it matches everything that I already have out. And I'm really super pumped for that. So the next comic related gift I got for Christmas actually comes from my wife. Her name's Rachel. She got me The Last Ronin, The Lost Years hardcover, which I'm super pumped for. The Last Ronin, if you haven't checked it out, is about one of the Ninja Turtles who's remaining, and he goes on this mission to avenge his family who were murdered. They don't kind of spoil who the Last Ronin is, so I'm not going to spoil who it is until you actually read the story, then you find out. So this kind of fills in the gap between when they were murdered and when the Last Ronin storyline kicks off. So I'm super excited to give this a read. I love this storyline. I had read it this year earlier. We talked about it on the Comic Council a little bit as well. So like I said, check that podcast out for some more thoughts on that after you read it. Super pumped to jump into this. Could not be more excited to have this in my collection. Now, this next gift might be more of a joke gift for some people. The most expensive Broadway play of all time is Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark, right? So, here is the Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark soundtrack, courtesy of my wife. We found it at a store near us called Bull Moose. They happen to sell new and used items. This is actually considered used, even though you can see 100% sealed. So, kind of funny. New used, but I'll take it. I'm really excited to give it a listen because the play is no longer on Broadway because it cost so much money and had so many issues. So I'll have to listen to the soundtrack to see if it was any good. We'll find out, won't we? But yeah, no, super excited. I know she thinks this is a funny gift, but I'm actually really pumped for it. So the last two gifts were kind of gifts to myself. And, well, sort of. They just happened to come in time for this, so I thought, hey, why not show them off, and we'll see. So, let's start with the first one. This is a book I purchased and had signed at New York Comic Con 2023 this year. It was signed by Ryan Perot. It is Boom Studios Power Rangers #1. This is the one per store thank you variant they came out with. So very, very, very excited for this. It got a 9.8, which is really great, considering the book was originally published back in 2020. So to get a 9.8 on that 3 years later is pretty great. So credit to him for that. Super, super pumped for that. It's going to be great. And the last book is one I didn't think I would have in my collection, at least not right now. But I recently did this kind of purge on a lot of my books and had some money I'd been putting away to buy a bigger book anyway. And I went to my local comic store, Nick's Comic Strip. Shout out to them. They're always great. They'll take care of you. So check them out. But I traded in quite a few books, got my store credit, took what I had saved up for a book, and I purchased this one, which is Star Wars #1 from 1977. Now, this book is awesome. It's a black cover, so it is really, really hard to get higher grades, especially for the older books. So a 9.0, I'll take that. That is fantastic for me. Some significance behind this book, though, is that it is the first appearance of Luke, Leia, Darth Vader, C-3PO, R2-D2, and a few more people. But the funny part is, on the cover here, you can see that we've got Han Solo and we've got Obi-Wan Kenobi. And while they're on the cover, and this is their first official comic book cover ever, it is not their first comic book appearance. That happens to be Star Wars #2, which is their first full appearance. So, that wraps up my Christmas gifts. Leave some comments letting me know what your favorite gifts were this year related to comics, or favorite gifts in general. And make sure to like, subscribe, and leave that comment like I said. And thanks for tuning in this week.